Hello everyone, Rob Cook here, and I just want to go analyze the Dark Knight Rises movie. If you haven't seen it, you might not want to watch this unless you just really don't care. But what I wanted to talk about was the genius marketing, in my opinion, the genius marketing behind The Dark Knight Rises, and why I think it's really just brilliant on Christopher Nolan's part, and that's the ending to the movie. If you saw The Dark Knight, I got to see it this weekend, and if you've seen it, then you know probably what I'm talking about. It's the ending where Bruce Wayne or Batman is supposedly dead, but there's all these different clues, and it leaves you wondering: did he fake his death, or did he really die? And I think the one key to the movie was Alfred. I think Alfred is the one that keeps you kind of thinking, did he really die or not? Because when Alfred's talking about a specific subject, I don't know if I want to say specifically if you hadn't seen the movie, he's talking about imagining him, married with kids and sitting, he sees him at a restaurant or whatever with kids or whatever. And at the end of the movie, he actually sees that, but is his reaction that makes you kind of think. He doesn't act surprised that they're there. So it either A, it tells you that he was in on it, he already knew, or B, he's just imagining that. But there's other clues that tells you why he wouldn't be imagining it. And when you start to see this, then you start to think about the movie. Here's where the genius part comes in my opinion, with the marketing. You start to think about stuff like that because we all want to feel like we're smart in some way, right? So you want to think about the time in the past of the movie, like where were clues? There were different clues. I know there were because they get, I guess you're even when you don't realize it, you start to think, just like when you read a book, you're like, I won't remember that, or study something, I won't remember that. But then when there's questions asked, you're like, oh yeah, for some reason I remember that, and you get the right answer or whatever. Well, it was kind of like this with this movie. When you saw it, you started to think back, well, I remember this happened, and I remember this happened. That means there's clues here. But they also kind of throw you clues where maybe he's not. I think there's more clues to show that he did fake his death than not. But what the movie does is the marketing behind that is makes you want to go see the movie twice, which in turn puts more money in the pockets of the actors, and the movie makes more money and all that stuff. I've already heard and seen people who've gone and seen it 2 or 3 times. It makes you want to go back and see the movie so you can catch up to that. Usually movies with really good plots and make you think, you want to go back and watch it again when it comes out in theaters. Not to mention the fact that it was a really good movie. Now, another marketing tactic that I thought was really good was it's gone viral. Now, the Batman movies have no trouble on its own, so they really don't need any help with the marketing part. But I think this was good for him, because for Chris Nolan and all the rest of the actors, because the ending made people talk about the movie. So if you haven't seen the movie and you're hearing people talk about the ending, and even if you're like, oh, that's a spoiler, you're still going to want to go see the movie. If you haven't seen it, maybe there's a percentage of people that are waiting before it comes out, on DVD or something. That's going to make you kind of want to go see it now. It builds a little bit of urgency. The buzz gets out there. Everybody's talking about it, and I've been seeing everywhere people are talking about the ending. And even me, before I went to see it, I was kind of hearing a little bit about the ending. Well, I went to see it, and I kind of forgot about that because we were going to go see it anyway. But I understood exactly what they were talking about at the end. I thought it was just for it to go viral and buzz, and anything will go viral. People say, oh, did you see that movie? It was really good. But this made you talk about a specific things in the movie to try to make you think, well, I don't really know. Did this really happen, or did this really not happen? So it gets you asking questions, gets people asking questions, and it makes the movie more interesting than it already was. And so I think now when it comes out on DVD, more people are going to go buy the movie. And even besides seeing it a second and third time, I just thought it was really good marketing tactic in the movie for people who have seen it to make them go back and see it. And it happens in movies all the time where you want to go back because, either A, you didn't understand it, so it makes you go back and watch it again and stuff like that. I've seen people do that. And so that's just an example of good marketing right there, basically in a nutshell of what he did. And if you have a product or service, or you're in a business or anything like that, and you want it to go viral, then you want to make people think and make people ask questions, about stuff. Maybe leave some mysterious. As the movie was pretty mysterious when it got to the end, you're kind of mystified. Did he or did he not? Did he set it up for another movie? Maybe a movie about Robin. Maybe Batman's going to come back and be Robin. Is this really Christopher Nolan's last movie? So when you start thinking and asking questions, I think you're doing your job, or the person who made the movie or director is doing their job, in my opinion, to keep a little buzz going out there about the next upcoming film that's going on, and currently this one, if you want to go back and see it twice. So if you have a product or service out there that's really, you're trying to figure out how to market it, take kind of this, look at this in a way as something like that. Get people to talk about your stuff. Maybe give something away for free, and then build up the urgency for something later that you're trying to sell, and you want people to come back and talk about it and stuff like that. I just think that's really good marketing, and just wanted to make this video and talk about that. This is Rob Cook. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment or something like that. Whatever you think the ending was. I think it really doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want. There's a lot of good, I think, imaginative minds out there that can kind of put things together. So just leave me a comment. If you're watching this on a blog, leave me a comment, share this video, or whatever. And that's it. I'm out.